19 July 1964, Famagusta, Cyprus. Dear family, I've been involved in the search for Major Macy and his driver, who have been missing for about a month now. We had received information that Macy's Jeep was in a 30-foot well about 12 miles north of Famagusta, and that Macy and his driver had been cut up and ploughed into a field in the same area. The first well we had to search was about 30 feet deep, with the bottom covered in straw. It looked very suspicious. As I was the junior man, I was told to volunteer to go down. With 5 blokes hanging on to the end of the ladder, I started down amidst a tangle of spiders, cobwebs and bats, and you know how scared I am of spiders. Had you been there, you would certainly have had a busy time killing them for me, Mum. The bottom of the well was covered by about 5 feet of straw. By the time I had shifted enough straw to expose half the floor, the dust was so bad I could hardly breathe, and the sweat was absolutely running off me. I then had to shift all the straw back to the other side. I noticed an entrance to a tunnel in the wall off the well. It was blocked off by rocks, obviously deliberately stacked there. So after removing these and assuring the blokes on top that I couldn't smell any dead bodies down there, they graciously allowed me to come up. There was a recently bulldozed mound of dirt and limestone, which we assumed was a filled-in well, and we began to dig this out. With about 20 of us taking it in turns at leaning on the shovels and picks, by the end of the 3rd day we were down to a depth of 28 feet, and the dust was so bad that we could only spend about 3 minutes at a time down there. When we came up, we'd be covered by a thick, muddy mixture of sweat and dirt. I only had 1 blister on each hand. Because of the size of the lousy things, I only had room for 1 on each hand anyway. The pieces we found amongst the dirt with a metal detector were analysed, and they were definitely parts of a Jeep. Whether it was Macy's Jeep or not, we don't know, but whoever destroyed the Jeep took great pains to do it properly. It must have taken a terrific amount of heat to fuse metal and glass like that. The only recognisable things that we found were a horn button, the plate from the back of a windscreen wiper motor, and the top of a Castrol oil can. I'm sorry you missed out on a letter from me last week, but I hope you'll understand how busy I've been. Perhaps this one will make up for it. Love, Bob.